Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. Sticking gold up your butt is not going to save you from the tax man. Let's explore! That's right. What you're looking at here is a picture of some gold bars. Now, they call them nuggets here incorrectly on this story from the New York Post. This story was shared with me by Paul Baker and Dove Season 91. Fascinating indeed. Yes, this should sound very familiar because I've covered stories like this on several occasions. And it seems to be a consistent theme here. Now, I don't know if it's as consistent as their bowel movements after these bars were pulled out of their rectum, but nonetheless, it certainly is a pretty consistent theme. And I think that the authorities are probably on to this type of thing for sure. So there's nothing about being lackadaisical about this type of situation, especially if they were planning to fly to LAX. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, Indian airport authorities literally struck gold when they spotted a man walking oddly and discovered that he had 2 pounds in bullion shoved up his butt into his rectum, according to a report. The Go Air passenger arrived from Dubai on Tuesday at Kerala's Kannur airport, where he tried to avoid paying an 18% tax on his precious nuggets by smuggling them where the sun doesn't shine, the National reported. In fact, look at that. Boy, I tell you what, look at this picture. Imagine all that being stuck up your rear end. Man, I tell you. Officials at the Air Intelligence Unit mined the stash worth about $60,000 from the unidentified smuggler's butt, according to the news outlet. Another passenger on the same flight was caught carrying more than 3 pounds of gold, though officials did not disclose if that traveler had concealed it in the same way. On Wednesday, custom agents seized just under a pound of gold from a passenger who landed in Kozhikode, also known as Calicut, on Air Arabia from the Sharjah in the United Arab Emirates. The gold was hidden in the traveler's underwear. So apparently, this is one of those cases where that particular person was not as brave to stick it up inside of their body, for sure. But let's see here. So let's see what this story is. This is the tweet here from the Commissionerate of Customs here. And this shows the picture and the amount in just under, well, they're saying just under a kilogram altogether for all of that gold. That probably looks like they were cast and poured separately there so that they could easily fit into the orifice. Fascinating indeed. This is quite a picture, and apparently they cleaned it up pretty good before weighing it, but I hope they were using kid gloves when removing these bars from the assailant who tried to avoid these taxes going back into India. And for those of you who don't know, Dubai is essentially kind of like the gateway from the east to the west of the gold trade. It is a lot of gold goes in and out of Dubai. There's been folks in this community who have been there and have seen the gold that you can buy at Gold Seeks. International Stacker is one I believe has been in Dubai, and others for sure. So it is something to behold here, and another precious metals crime update that we're seeing. And these things do tend to make news when they are published. And this is another one of those cases where, you would think they would grow to wise, and some of these folks who are, looking to save and to get away with this would think of a new way to do this rather than sticking it up their rear end. So yes, indeed. So very, very fascinating indeed. And you can see here the story is pretty big news. I guess is the number of views that I got here so far. But yes, indeed, it is not a fun time and a fun way to be discovered, to be violated both ways. One to try to get away with a crime, and the other one getting caught in the midst of a crime. And there you go. So post your thoughts in the comment section below. A fascinating story. Thanks again to Paul Baker and Dove Season for sending this along to me. Fascinating indeed. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch this video and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.